Hi everyone, welcome to another studio vlog slash artist stories slash weekly vlog slash chatty catch-up type of video. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, or just holiday, and Happy New Year as well. It's Monday the 10th of January and I've kind of had a little bit of a slow start to the new year. I was working last week but I just didn't really film, apart from I got a tiny bit of a clip on Friday, but I just kept putting it on my to-do list. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna film, and I just had one of those weeks last week where everything I put on my to-do list, it was just like, let's carry that over to the next day and the next day, and that just kind of kept on happening. I kind of enjoyed having a little bit of a chilled start to the year, because I find that usually what happens is in December I start thinking about New Year's resolutions and goals, and then January comes and I want to do everything. And yeah, sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming if you set yourself loads and loads of goals and try and be a completely different person, and then I kind of find that just a couple months in I usually run out of steam, and then forget all of the goals that I set. So I kind of didn't really want to set any goals straight away in the new year, but now that we're kind of a little bit more into January, I've been kind of thinking about what it is that I actually do want to do with my year. I kind of think that also you can set goals anytime you want. It doesn't have to be at the new year, but I know a lot of people really love that kind of new year, sort of fresh start, clean slate feeling. Yeah, so the plan for this week is to kind of get a little bit organized, just like a tiny little bit is the plan, because currently I have no real plan for what I'm doing with Etsy. I don't know what products I'm gonna release. I don't know when I'm gonna do my next shop update. So I would like to kind of start to work out those things. I have kind of vague ideas of the type of themes. I'd quite like to make some more sort of book themed things. I think my sister a while ago was suggesting that I do bookmarks, which I do really like that idea, so maybe there will be some bookmarks. I have a few little nuggets of ideas, but nothing really set in stone, and I haven't been working on anything for new products, and I would like to feel a tiny bit more organised. This is a dress that I got for Christmas, which I'll see if I can... I've just realised I'm not even recording. I was trying to show you my new dress. I don't even know if it was recording that clip at all. Anyway, I got this dress for Christmas, and I really like it. Oh, also, pockets. It is quite a Christmassy dress, sort of Christmassy and wintry dress. January is still winter, so I'm going to be wearing this, I think, for a while, even though it is quite Christmassy. But yeah, I do love a bit of tartan. Enough rambling. Shall we get on and get some work done? But yeah, so I think my plan is going to be to write a nice big list, plan some different products. I don't know if I'm going to be designing them all this week, that might be a lot, but I know one of the things I really want to do more of this year is custom portraits, couples portraits and family portraits, especially old family portraits. I really enjoy those. Yeah, you might remember I did one of those which I showed in one of my studio vlogs before Christmas. But yeah, I haven't been advertising any portraits for a while, so yeah, it's something I want to put back onto my Etsy shop. So I thought for the rest of today I might actually do some practice portraits, just to have some different examples to show people, because even though I've done portraits in the past, now I'm just offering digital portraits, so I want to have some more options to show people. But yeah, so I've been making an album on Unsplash, which I will show you now. But yeah, if you don't know, Unsplash is a really good website because They have lots of like copyright free photographs, and a lot of the time people just upload photographs that are free to use. Occasionally some people will upload things and you need a license for them, but it will just clearly say whether you need a license or not. So yeah, it's quite a good resource, and I find that a lot of the photos on there are quite realistic as well, which I really like. Like, they don't feel too kind of like posed. They just, yeah, they feel like more like real people as opposed to just lots of models. So I really like that. So I'm gonna get my iPad, which has been charging. If I start with the portraits, that's probably a good idea because obviously Valentine's Day is coming up. So I think I'm just gonna have a couple of slots for Valentine's Day, and then after that I'll open up some more slots. So yeah, I will leave a link in the description to my Etsy shop. They will be available to purchase there if you want. But yeah, part of me is already feeling a bit behind, and like I should have started advertising these portraits right at the beginning of January, but I was just taking it slow.
Don't listen to what everyone else says. Take your time. You're not their mess. Yeah, you might not be at your best, but it's fine. I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer. How about when you can't see a way out, help you fight and let you know that it won't always be this way. You will get there someday, babe. Feel the sun on your face, visit Paris or Broadway, and chill out on Sundays. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm on your side through the worst days. I just have to say I miss my best friend, seeing her smile. Still, I don't mind telling truths when you need to hear them, and be kind when that's what you prefer.
So I've been drawing away. This is where I'm up to. I've added like the blossom in the background, just because I thought that would look quite pretty. And the other thing I've been doing, and then I also just did this sketch, which looks completely white. Oh, there we go. I did this sketch and I thought their outfits were really cute because they were both wearing dungarees with like stripy shirts. And there wasn't much of a background on that, but I thought I might add some maybe sunflowers or something to that in the background. Well, we're still in winter, but maybe people are starting to think about like spring and summer. So I thought I might, yeah, just put some nice flowers in the background. I'm also kind of getting a little bit achy, probably from being sat down, so I might need to have a stretch. I also did some body combat the other day, and you probably know this, but whenever I do body combat I seem to get really achy the next day, especially because I never regularly do it all the time. There seems to be like big gaps in between it, even though I love it. So whenever I do it I'm just like, oh my god. Like 2 days afterwards is actually the worst. So anyway, I think I'm gonna have a stretch, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with how these are going. Oh, here's a portrait that I did before. I think I showed this in another vlog before Christmas, and again it looks really washed out. Oh, there we go. But yeah, this one I added some flowers around the outside, kind of like rhododendron flowers, and I just think this looks really nice. But yeah, this has just been really fun. I love drawing people, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I was gonna have a stretch, wasn't I? I'm thinking, what else can I talk about? Am I going to stretch? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I hope the lighting is okay now. I started recording and the light was just flickering really weird. and I think it's because I was on just like normal photo rather than filming. I'm currently making some new freebie stickers because for ages I've had these little teacups, which I really love, but I always feel like people probably get sick of these. Also, I had to cut these out, like the last couple of ones I had to cut out because I was packing a few orders that came in, and then from moving everything around, I couldn't find my Cricut cable to plug it in. Yeah, we've moved everything around in this room, sort of had like a little mini studio makeover, and in that makeover basically I think I just misplaced the cable, but then I found it like plugged into the printer, and then I went to take that cable out of the printer, but then the printer didn't work anymore. Regardless of that, I had to cut some of those out by hand. Anyway, so now I've got the cable, I can hopefully cut these. But anyway, I have had this craft paper, this is like craft sticker paper, for ages, and I haven't actually used anything for it. So I'm going to do these teapots, and then these look huge to me, and I don't actually know if they really work. I feel like because the cake is like practically the same colour as this, I'm not sure if it works, but I think I'm going to cut them out anyway and see how they come out. But I might actually prefer the cakes on white, but I wanted to try something on the craft paper.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that, this or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or I wanna see it all.
My brown paper ones, it just doesn't want to do at all, and then I realised there was an error message that said like it needs to be on a white background. So I've got all this brown craft paper and I don't think it's going to cut at all. So yeah, maybe we'll just have to hand cut these whilst watching TV.
Find the northern lights, see the stars in the open wild, catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map, I'll let you know when we've arrived, yeah. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that, this or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that, this or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or
I'm just popping to say thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. The portraits are now on my Etsy shop, so yeah, there's a couple of slots available, and I'm offering 2 different styles. So I'm offering like a couple's portrait with a nice kind of either floral kind of background, and I'm also offering like the old photo style kind of portraits. So if you have like a photo of your parents or your grandparents or your great-great-grandparents, or maybe like a childhood photo that you love, I'd love to illustrate that for you. So yeah, the links to my Etsy shop are in the description as always if you want to go check that out. Part of me really does wish that I got these up kind of more in time for Valentine's Day. If you're watching this when it goes up, there is still time if you're in the UK to order a portrait for Valentine's Day. I do ship internationally as well, but I think to be on the safe side, I don't think those ones will get there in time, but I'm gonna have these portraits up all year round anyway. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I've got them up. They're definitely in time for Christmas. So yeah, if you're kind of getting organised for Christmas already, why not get a portrait? I did not get a lot of Etsy stuff done in this vlog. I drew a couple of tigers, which maybe I will turn into some kind of product coming up, but yes, I've got a whole list of ideas. I just now need to do the thing. So maybe you'll see some like product design in a future studio vlog, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for now, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I hope you've had a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye. I'm feeling a little bit rusty because I haven't really filmed anything. Do we want a light on? Maybe a little bit less. Is that doing anything? I don't think. Oh, there we go. Okay. I also need to find my other camera battery, because knowing me, I'm going to ramble on and I'm going to use up all my battery, and then I'm not going to have another battery. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I'm talking around in circles, and editing Emma's going to hate this because I just keep all waffling on. Is that what I want to say? I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. I thought this would be a good angle. Can anyone see what I'm drawing from this angle? No, because my hand is in the way because I'm right-handed. Emma, you know not to put your camera here. What on earth are you doing?
Thank you for coming. I know that you're trying to do anything to make me smile.